Hello, right, another Maker Advent, and tonight I thought I would show you something musical. No, I'm not going to sing, trust me, I may have had a Guinness, but I'm not going to sing. Audio. In the Maker community, there are lots of different ways to produce audio. If you've got a Raspberry Pi, you've got instant audio out. HDMI, you've got composite. You can play music however you want. You can even broadcast FM radio with this. Very cool hack. Legality in your country could be dubious, so always check before you do it. But audioing projects, there's been loads of different audio projects over the years to make music with anything really. And I've got these boards in front of me to show off what you can do with really basic components. So I'm going to start off with amplifiers. So the sound is output by a device and you want to boost it so it's louder, it's clearer, it's richer. There's a whole world of amplifier technology out there, loads. And I don't know it all, so I'm not going to even hazard a guess as to what you can do. But the amplifiers that I use are these two here. This is standard mono amplifier. How many watts is it? Does it say? It doesn't say, but it is a TPA 3110 LD2. And it's a mono amplifier. Nice clear sound to it. I've used it with a few speakers here and there. Nice rich sound. Works well. But there was a project a few years ago I made. It was a chainsaw, an Adafruit CircuitPython powered chainsaw. And this was too big. So believe it or not, that is 5 amplifiers there. 5. I'll see if I can break one off very gently to show you. There we go. That is an amplifier. I can't zoom down, unfortunately. The app hasn't got the zoom facility, but those squares are 1 centimetre square. So it's 2 centimetres just, about 1.8 centimetres by 0.8 of a centimetre tall. And they are, I'll check on these ones, it's handy. OEP3Ws are 3 watt amplifiers. Only mono. Take 1 input and 1 output, and they work between 2.5 and 5 volts. And I used one for the Adafruit project. It worked really well, so I bought 5 because why not? I think they were pennies as well. I think it was less than £1 for all 5. Bargain. So moving on, you've got something to amplify your audio. What are you going to play? Well, music, spoken word, whatever you want. And to do that, you'll need something like this. So these are audio boards, so that like MP3 players. You know the cheap MP3 players you can get? These are the guts from inside them, pretty much. So these two are the same, just one's been butchered by me to remove screw terminal. They are... can't remember the number of them now. I'll stick something up so you can see it, don't worry. So these are USB, micro SD. In fact, there's a micro SD card in this one. There you go, 4 gig, yeah, handy. Output via headphones, output via a screw terminal, speakers. Controls are on here. You can desolder all those controls and put them whenever you want. You can connect it from a screw terminal out into an amplifier board to give it a bit more power. And it all gets powered via micro USB. And if memory serves, yeah, this one, if you look at the terminals either side of the micro SD, use a screwdriver, just there and just there, you can connect a battery as well. I believe has it got charge circuitry? Yeah, I think it's got charge circuitry as well. You can use it to charge a LiPo. Obviously, don't take my word for it. If you're going to use something like this, double check. Oh yeah, sorry for the wobble. I'm going to do this a bit ad hoc tonight. And I think those boards were maybe £1 each. Now these are good, but I did have one problem with these. The output on them is very weak, so you have to use an amplifier. Hence, I took this one apart to try and work out a way to do it. It wasn't very successful. They work, but your mileage may vary. These two are breadboardable micro SD card readers that have audio output as well. So I can put them straight into a breadboard. It's a DF Player Mini it's called, and I think they're about £1 each again. Put them in your breadboard and you can breadboard yourself an audio playback device. Nice. But my favourite is the simplest. Here's 4 MP3 players. Micro SD cards for them all. All the same. I'm just going to point at this top left. In fact, I'll point at this one here because that's in focus. I can see it. So this one has pads for the buttons, and they're all normally high state, so they're on. They've got power. Press the button, it connects it to ground, common ground, and that registers a button click. Really easy to work with. And if you need an output for a speaker, there it is. Correction, sorry, that's the battery. It's that one there. That's your output for your speaker. Just put a screw terminal in or just solder the bare wires in to a little speaker. You're done. You've got full volume control, playback, file selection. Power comes in there. Away you go. I was buying these before the great pandemic for 75p. I think I got some for 50p once. Hence, when I found a load cheap, I bought a load because they're great. I've used these in 2 projects so far. One was a little music player made out of a Pimoroni plastic clip box. Just clicks together. I just drilled holes in it for small arcade buttons. I'll put a picture around here now. Put the arcade buttons in, solder them up to these, put a little Poundland USB battery in, and put some music in, and it worked really well. Until a kid at an event put his finger through the speaker. You know how it's a cone that vibrates up and down? Yeah, the kids thought the big silver button in the middle was a button and pressed it really hard. Cheers. I've also used it in a laser cut project. I made a radio about 3 years ago now, was it? Maybe 2 years ago? Around that time. And it was just like an old-fashioned 1930s radio. Looked almost like a cross between a jukebox and a radio. Tall. I'm doing this that way. Tall, curved at the top. I'll put a picture in. I'll find it online somewhere. And I just wired the buttons into the front, cut laser cut holes in to put the buttons through. Worked really well. And it's still around somewhere, but we've had a tidy around because it's Christmas. We put the Christmas decorations up. But these are cheap ways to put audio into a project. You don't need to do anything elaborate. If you just want to play something back really easy, get something like this. There's another piece of kit. I haven't got one to hand because I only bought one as a test. And it was a device. Have I got something similar? No, I've not, unfortunately. It was an audio board that let you record the audio via a built-in microphone. And that microphone would then record to the solid state memory on there. It was only a couple of meg, it was nothing big. And it saved it all as a mono wave file, really low quality but good enough. It was meant for the cards when you open them so you could have a message to be recorded. I put it inside a box for the mother-in-law's birthday. And the box was covered in birds. Like pictures of Art Deco birds. And when you open the box, I wired it with a little PIR sensor. So the actual box would start playing birdsong that I recorded in a local park. Great fun. I'll try and put a picture of this on the screen while I'm talking about it. Alright, hi everyone. Quick video. Pretty much like an Ashens video this on the sofa. We have a bird box. All the way from TK Maxx Home Sense in Manchester. And inside we have some birds. But not real birds. It is an MP3 playback device I got from AliExpress for about £3. And one of those obstacle sensors I used for the AT Tiny 85 robot. As you can see, when it detects movement, it plays an audio file, which is an MP3 stored on the little board. And you can hear it play in the background. Cheers. Right, so that is today's video done. tomorrow, oh, tomorrow, we have such wonders. And if I had a tidy desk, I could show it you. It's going to be the Pine 64 soldering iron. I'm going to do some soldering with that. I'm going to think of a circuit to solder as well. I might pull out one of the kits, a sacrificial kit, perhaps that one I was halfway through last time and then abandoned the video because the button didn't fit. I might just wire in a piece of wire to act as the button. Anyway, that's it for today. Cheers.